Hello. It's been a little while since I posted up my last video. I don't have any spectacular new insights. I just wanted to share what I've been processing the last few weeks. In my romantic relationship, I've really stepped into the place of being vulnerable and trusting. And as a result of that, I believe all of my insecurities, my past insecurities, which I thought I'd processed, thought I'd healed and gone through. I'm generally outwardly a very confident person. I have struggled with boundaries in the past, but that's something if I have an opinion, I've never been scared to voice it. But all these insecurities are coming up. Things like jealousy and am I good enough, like fearing people's judgment. And I've been really trying to turn that inwards and seeing where I'm judging myself. So I do believe that we only talk about ourselves, and so if I'm to pass a judgment or a comment on somebody else, I can tend to bring that back to myself, whether I want to admit that or not. It's generally subconscious. But I'm using it as a tool to highlight the areas that I may need to heal. And self-judgment, again, is one that I thought that I had cleared. I do things regardless of other people's opinions, but I have to fight myself to in order to push myself through that and do it anyway. I still feel the judgment, and so it's showing me that I'm extremely strong-willed and brave and fearless. I really feel those things about myself, but I still feel that judgment, and so I'm trying to see that as a reflection. I always look at something and say, what is this showing me? And for me, I think it's highlighting that I do still have a lot of self-judgment and feelings of not being enough, not being good enough. And so I've been trying to work through or figure out, I suppose, how to move through that. And I've been doing a lot of breathing lately, and just being, not expecting anything outside of myself. I'm really just trying to come into my heart center. And when I feel my heart expand, I feel that is me. It's in all of us. We're all light. We're all love at our soul core, and to let that shine. And I've always felt different growing up. I've always felt that that I was different somehow to everybody else, that the world wasn't quite right. And growing up, I've always embraced being different. I've always pushed myself to be different than everybody else. But again, in hindsight, looking back on that, it was that was a projection of the fear that I actually felt to be different, and it's something that I've not acknowledged to myself before, that fear of being different. And that fear of being different has totally inhibited me from being my authentic self through fear. And I'm feeling emotion as I say that now. And I think that all stems, I'm fearful of being my authentic self. I'm fearful of the judgment, because I have that fear of being different. But it's that difference, that uniqueness, that sparkle that is unique to me, and we all have it, but obviously in our own ways, that I've been scared of being judged for. And so through this recognition, through this awareness, I'm now feeling more confident to just be me. So yeah, I've acknowledged to myself that I have a lot of self-doubt, and I need to remind myself a lot. These rememberings of who I am. I had one yesterday. It was like I could feel it physically. It was like a veil that had been lifted, and I suddenly remembered who I am. And I'm here to just love unconditionally. Like, my superpower seems to be empathy. I can just totally empathize with anybody in any situation, and understand why they're feeling what they're feeling, and why they're behaving in the way that they're behaving, and it's all coming back down to just being hurt or scared. And but yeah, being able to now turn that empathy towards myself, and in doing so, that has helped me to overcome the feelings that are weighing down, that negative self-doubt and the subconscious things that we say to ourselves, and uplifting myself more, and therefore believing in myself more, and just remembering who I am, and no one can take that away from me. So yeah, I just wanted to share that process, I suppose you can call it a process, or just share the feeling. I know a lot of people might be able to relate to that or not, but yeah, thank you.